It is here, ladies and gents, the game that is said to be a good spiritual successor for the Witcher series without actually being a Witcher game. Blood of the Dawnwalker has released the official first look into the game's in-game mechanic and what would potentially be even better than what we see now. They released a pre-beta in-game actual gameplay as written on the screen footage, and they have shown us what they can do when they have good and actual freedom. And I, for one, am very excited about it. Greetings, ladies and gents, my name is Hilso the Bearded Balkan Blabbermouth and I am discussing, and today we're gonna take a look at what happens when you have ex-CD Projekt Red developers who have taken the path of creative freedom and just doing something that feels very familiar and very different at the same time. We're going to talk about Blood of the Dawnwalker and their released first gameplay sort of trailer. Now, there's a lot of things that you can say about this game. One of the things that they are saying, and as you can see on the screen, we actually have several familiar things already with the signs and the insignias as in The Witcher, but that's nothing to be weirded out about. It is actually created by ex-CD Projekt Red developers, so you have a lot of similarities over there. Also, the game is looking rather amazing. It is in the tone of The Witcher so far, with the music, with the tone, with everything that you can see, the type of fighting, the type of world building. It does actually look like the world of The Witcher without actually being The Witcher. But there is one question that is going to be looming over a lot of people's heads. Is it going to be better than Witcher 4? Not too long ago, we saw the tech demo, which is actual tech demo, and it's not an in-game pre-beta footage as with the Blood of the Dawnwalker for Witcher 4. And whatever you might think about the story of the game, whether or not Ciri is someone that you would like as a protagonist, the game actually looked amazing. And I expressed in the video that if the game looks like this, or even close to this, it will win a lot of awards just based on this, because the game looks absolutely amazing. And a lot of people, however, pointed out that this is just a tech demo and it's going to struggle, it's not going to look like this, it's not going to be even remotely as beautiful. And I would agree with them. However, there is one thing that I want to point out about The Witcher is that we had the same thing when Witcher 3 was released. A lot of a graphical downgrade was performed and the actual finished game didn't look that much like the previous footage released. So these things are not new to CD Projekt Red, but again, if the game looks good, it's going to sweep away if the story is okay, if the characters are good, and if it's in the tone of The Witcher. Which brings me again towards Blood of the Dawnwalker. Now, Blood of the Dawnwalker is looking amazing. As you can see on the screen, you have pre-beta graphics, which means that this is potentially going to look much better, and the game already looks amazing. You have amazing buildings, you have very nice things to look at. You have this whole ancient pro-European, Eastern European actually style of buildings, and I can actually point you out some buildings in my country that look almost exactly like this build, and it's an amazing thing to witness. The character looks nice, the story looks entertaining enough, and you have vampires, you have half vampires, you have basically Witcher with parkour, as someone said it. And I think that with 2025 and with the unexpected release of a lot of games that basically swept everything around them in terms of AAA developers, quadruple A developers, and just dominate currently the charts with their games, be it Schedule 1, which is a game created by a single person, or is it Expedition 33, which is created by a small team, some of them ex-Ubisoft developers, some people that come from Reddit, and some people that were not even privy to video game development at all, or doing video game music or such voiceovers and stuff like this. Just destroying the competition, just showing everyone how it's done when you have passion. And what I see from Blood of the Dawnwalker is that it has that same passion. It doesn't look absolutely stunningly amazing as The Witcher showcased in the clip. Like, The Witcher is much more fleshed out, it's made to present, and as I mentioned, it might not look like this in the end. While Blood of the Dawnwalker, especially that clip with the 21-minute footage, with the almost 20-minute footage that you have of gameplay, is more focused on giving you the functionality and showcasing what will happen in the game. It actually has the following: a combat scene, which is actually not that very common to see in such a early footage, but as you can see, the combat already feels live, feels nice, feels reactive. And actually, while watching this, you might actually also feel the weight of these blows as the camera moves, which is something very nice. This is something that actually Assassin's Creed Shadows failed to deliver on when showcasing combat, and I explained that on my videos about Assassin's Creed Shadows. And as you can see, you get special skills, you have several things that you can do, and you're being hit, however you are dominating them. One of these skills was actually boiling the blood of your enemy, which actually I found pretty fucking nice. And yeah, they're already jumping right in to showcase you that you have awesome stuff in the end, and that's possibly, potentially, just 10% of everything that you're gonna get, even if not less. We still don't know how long the actual story will be. I think I've read some speculation it's gonna be around 40 to 60 hours, but that's nowhere confirmed. We're gonna have a lot of characters, we're gonna have a lot of interactions. Some of them were showcased in the video, which I actually do encourage you to go and see, because I think the hype of this game might actually be very well deserved. And I'm not saying that it's not going to have issues. It might probably have a lot of issues, might not be as interesting as they're showcasing. However, based on what we're seeing now, it is very interesting, and it does carry the spirit of the Witcher series. And I keep repeating the spirit of the Witcher series because it is a game that is created by former CD Projekt Red developers who have worked on the Witcher series before, and they do carry that passion for that kind of gaming, which I admire. Witcher 3 is one of my favorite TV games of all time, and I would love to have it continue with Witcher 4. However, there's some stuff that I do not enjoy in the new Witcher trailer. I do have the hope still that the storyline will be great, and I know that it can be great with Ciri as the new Witcher. I even believe that she can be explained well as being an actual Witcher. However, I do not fully trust that they still have that competency to do it. In the same time, I do want a Witcher game. I do want to be in that sphere again. So if Blood of the Dawnwalker can do that and can bring that sensation back, yes, for fuck's sake, yes, I'm gonna play the shit out of it. And I do hope that they deliver, and I do hope they continue to have that passion that they're showcasing now. And I do hope that we see something more very, very soon, because I believe that smaller companies and people with passion that are now leaving in droves, being laid off or just living on their own volition and going and creating indie projects, are the future, because these people have experience and they retain the passion mostly. And those people with that passion, with that experience, just going in, just taking a little bit of a risk and doing what the Expedition 33 devs did, can revitalize the whole gaming community. They can revitalize the whole genre, the whole industry, and they can take their place on top, just pushing the current stagnant and creatively bankrupt big game companies that have time and time again just disappointed us in the past few years, and just bring us what we want most: good escapism, meaningful stories, characters that we can connect to, and an amazing gameplay altogether. That's what we want. This is what we have always wanted, and this is all we will continue to want: a good gaming experience. And I do believe that Blood of the Dawnwalker might just be one of those games. I hope so. If I it turns out to be something different, then we'll have a whole nother conversation about it. But from what I've seen now, I do believe currently that they just might pull off something great. Anyways, that's all I have for this video today. Please leave your opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Did you watch their tech demo? Did you have any opinions? Please share them down in the comment section with me so we can have a nice conversation. If you enjoy my content, press the like, press the subscribe button, and follow me on my socials. And if you want to help homeless animals and animals in shelters, please check the join button on this channel and become a member. All of your memberships go towards helping the channel and helping stray animals, homeless animals, feeding them, providing them with care, and providing them with what they need. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Kelso. This was DiscussThing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers and stay fresh.